we use the word retargeting a lot, and I think it's quite a complex thing what it is. So it'd be great if you could try and define what you think retargeting means. Give me a good definition of the term retargeting.
Yeah, according to surveys and the numbers, only 4% of the visitors who landed on web pages doing purchases, but the 96% of the visitors are leaving the web page without doing anything. In this step, we're using retargeting to remind shoppers for their initial interest, bring them back to complete their purchase or their activity in our website.
Okay, so the idea is you have all of that traffic that bounces, you can still track it, and then you target them again later with something.
Yeah, exactly. So there are two kinds of retargeting strategies. One is the static retargeting, and the other one is the dynamic strategy. In the static retargeting, we are only used the static groups that we created in our database. But in the dynamic retargeting, we are using different technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning. We are analyzing shoppers' behaviors, and we are sending the right advertisement on the right time and on the right place.
Is the dynamic retargeting also done in order to make sure we're picking the right people to target? Because, for instance, if you say have a 95% bounce rate on a page, some of that traffic you're not going to want to retarget because they just got the wrong page, and some of them you are going to want to retarget. So is there any way to make sure that you're not retargeting everybody? How do you make the selection about who to target?
In order to accomplish this, we are using different technologies, different tools who are using predictive technologies and collecting dynamic data about shoppers' behaviors. And then we are using this advanced data in order to create and implement our dynamic targeting.
Okay, and of that data, how much of it is collected by us in the session where they land versus how much of it is acquired through networks that are tracking their behavior more broadly?
We are tracking behaviors of the shoppers via pixels, and the tools that we are using, like Criteo and the Google Ads campaigns, etc. They are collecting data, and they are predicting the shopping's future possible behaviors, and then push the advertisements on the journey while they are visiting another website, and they are reminding, okay, you visited this website and you were interested in this product, so come back and complete your purchase journey.
In terms of the effectiveness of retargeting, how effective generally is it? Do you see huge variations?
Yeah, the retargeting campaigns are the most successful campaigns. We can understand it with the output of return of investment data. They are really higher than the other advertisements. So we are always using this kind of retargeting, especially dynamic targeting, in order to increase the shopping rate and the transaction rate of our customers.
What would a good success rate look like for retargeting?
For example, maybe 4% and 5% of the targeting rate is really a good one, we can say.
Could you tell me the difference between remarketing and retargeting?
So remarketing and retargeting actually aim to do the same thing. We are using these terms interchangeably. With remarketing, we are using email marketing technologies. So, for example, if a customer abandoned his or her cart without doing any purchase activity, we send them email campaigns in order to remind him or her, come back to our website and complete your purchase. In retargeting, we are doing this with our native advertisements. So this is the difference, but we don't use these terms interchangeably. Yeah, these terms are used interchangeably by the non-experts.
Okay. So just to be clear on that, the difference is we're using the same principle, which is when someone comes to visit and then they leave, we want to target them to bring them back, but remarketing would be using email to do it, and retargeting would be using advertising.
Exactly.
Okay, that's really clear. Okay, well, great. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.